Men have been soldiers in her life. We have with us Jwala Gutta. Hi Jwala. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. And it's truly inspirational for men when women come out in appreciation of men as well. Okay, and I believe you have some very interesting things to share with us, which we will do in just a little while. Outside, but also from the inside being. She's been passionate about this initiative. She's been with us in Mumbai, in Lucknow, talking about how important being a soldier for women is. It's my great pleasure to welcome on stage Chitrangada Singh. Hi Chitrangada. Welcome. Great. So we've got our like-minded influencers right here who are here to talk to us and engage in a little bit of a time for an initiative like this, because right now is the need for more soldiers for women. So let's get straight to that panel discussion. Yes, right here. Great. So first of all, let me thank you for coming out in support of this campaign. And it's a very, very important campaign, not just for us, but for the entire nation. Right? Let me start with you, Chitrangada. When we talk about soldiers for women, there are values that we talk about being a soldier. But what do you think it takes for a man
to all my life, you know? And I think the values that get attached, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, of course, an integrity, a certain amount of integrity of character. So I personally really feel that I don't think you need to be in a uniform to be a soldier. You don't have to be given a certain, you're either the major or whatever, you need to be policing around in a uniform. I think you can just be a soldier or a hero for that matter, by just the values that you have. And like you said, the values like, say, integrity or a certain kind of strength of character, the fact that you have a certain belief in something and you have the courage to stand by it. I think that makes you a soldier or a hero for that matter. So I think in the, when you say that you're looking for soldiers, I think we're also looking for heroes in our lives, just around us. I mean, they're not somebody who has to be up on screen, but just amongst us, like I have.
To feel human, and that's when all these come out automatically.
I think she's right, when she's talking about human values, she's right. I think instinctively, I think that sense of protection or the sense to stand by somebody is there. But somewhere, we sometimes tend to forget it, that human value, sort of you miss that first instinct and then we think it through, and there's some other reasons why we don't know what we really want to do. So yeah, so I think instinctively we probably are all soldiers somewhere in our heads, and we just
everybody. I think not only men, I think even women.
Yeah.
So I think feeling human is very important, and you should always know that the other person in front of you, no matter what or who she is, by profession, it doesn't really matter. But we're all humans after all. So that's very important.
You raised a very important point, which is instinctively we all have these values of standing up for what is right, but somewhere it's hidden. Okay, we have someone who imbibes these values. Okay, who's very often, we were discussing before, and he was telling me about how there have been instances where he stood up for women. But Sundeep, tell us, what would you tell the men who normally end up being maybe bystanders, okay, and not standing by women, okay, because they are good, innately they are good, okay, but something is holding them back, something's just keeping them back, and which is what this campaign is all about. It's bringing in that strength, that element of, I will stand up for a woman, I will respect her. So what would you tell these men?
Mundiga andariki namaskaram. And I think first thing, from what I realized from what both ladies here said, there's one thing that struck me, that rarely any person, a man or a woman, the first hero is their dad. They grow up watching him, they get influenced.
A valiant soldier, in a very nice way.
I should also be actually telling you that, especially when it comes to Indian men, at least my so-called generation, is has always been influenced by a lot of factors, right? You have your grandparents teaching you and telling you about all your mythological stories, and you always have Amar Chitrangada.
We had gone out one night and everybody was there. But there is this makeup person that I have, his name is Shan Woodhill. Yeah, just people who are not looking to gain anything out of it. It's not like it will get published somewhere or something's going to happen. It's just that he said, and we all said this, that there is a soldier in all of us. And the first instinct actually is to protect. I think for a human being, it's natural. You see a baby, you see something, there is an instinct. But I think it through so much. There's too much of that intelligent conversation going in our head which tells us this is not right or that is not right. So it's a great initiative of Gillette, I think, to just get all the men to be who they really are. I think they all have a soldier in them.
I think you very well put it.
Also, that is the term that is mentioned, like half the people who actually end up being the soldiers that they are. Technical meeting ఏంటంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరిలో మంచితనం ఉంది, ఆ మంచితనాన్ని గుర్తు చేయడానికే ఈవెంట్ అని ఒక విషయాన్ని చెప్తున్నాం. అండ్ కొంచెం చెప్పినట్టే మన పురాణాల గురించి చాలా కథలు మన చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి మన తాతయ్యలు, అమ్మమ్మలు, నాన్నలు చెప్తూ ఉండి మనం పెరిగాం. సో అది మనలో ఒక చిన్న మంచి ఇంటర్ఫేస్ చేస్తుంది. ప్రెసెంట్ జనరేషన్ కి ఇలాంటి కుదరదు.
Really, I think sometimes what happens is you happen to generalize कि एक आदमी ऐसा है तो सारे ऐसे हैं, because there's something very heinous that happened in Delhi, because of one man, all are like the same. Here I just want to say, I think the biggest victory that we probably had with what happened with the Delhi gang rape was that a lot of men came and stood by women for their cause, and they stood against what happened. So I really think that sometimes you happen to generalize. That whole anger the nation had was we generalized and said men are like this. It's not true.
So don't generalize.
We should not generalize. Definitely not generalize.
Yeah, thank you.
Allow him as well.
There are a lot of good men. I think I have a lot of male friends, and not talking about.
No, they're just being a little cruel to you right now, but they truly believe that you're.
You do believe that you don't know that I'm soldier for the day of two.
Yeah, there are a lot of good men. Definitely, and as she said, I think we should not generalize and and respect and.
So he's put on some muscle right now. So yes, it is. So we're talking about the soldier in every man who needs to stand up for women whenever one stands beside them. Because there are many men who are soldiers in their lives. Now Sundeep signing his pledge that he will always imbibe the values of a true soldier that's within every man. The Gillette soldier for women. We would also like you to take across a message to a lot of people. Tell them that they can pledge in their support by giving us a missed call.